everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee, right? Maybe some tea. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about a word, and that word you have heard here first over a year ago. Okay, and that word is force majeure. Yes, we told you, Trish and I both told you, that you would be hearing this word over and over and over again, and yet again I will be discussing this word force majeure. So, without metals and industrial elements, steel, copper, aluminum, iron, or nickel, zinc, titanium, etc. Okay. Human civilization cannot and will not exist. Okay. Nearly all manufacturing is dependent on metals for industrial processes. So even plastics cannot be made without metals. For the injection molding, aluminum and copper they all require for all electrical systems, both commercial and residential. So right now, okay, aluminum, copper, and steel plants are shutting down worldwide. Okay. Now, some of these shutdowns are happening under force majeure declarations. Now, others cite sky-high energy prices, and yet others say that there's not enough demand as the global economy implodes by design. Now, note that this is all happening in parallel with global shutdowns of food, fertilizer, agriculture, energy, manufacturing, housing, okay? Thus, billions of human beings are being thrust into a scenario where they face unemployment, bankruptcy, starvation, freezing temperatures, even as their own Western governments plot against them to maximize suffering and death. Now, there's a list, okay, that I have. And these are metal and steel plant closures that are so far in 2022. Okay. January 2nd, 2022. Uniprom Cap. And Cap is KAP. Okay. And this was Montenegro's Uniprom. They shut down the country's sole aluminum smelter, KAP, with the procedure being completed by December 30th, after it failed to reach an agreement on new electricity price with power company EPCG, public broadcaster RTCG reported. Now, that's, in other words, force majeure, when they fail to reach an agreement, okay, and they cannot produce what the agreement is on. All right. Now, Uniprom warned earlier that it would close KAP as rising electricity prices make production uneconomic. Okay. So the next one, which was February 7th, 2022, and this happened in Peru. All right. MMG Limited Las Bambas. Okay. Now, they said that the production at its La Bambas copper mine in Peru may stop by February 20th. after a local community blocked again a road used by the miners, causing the company to curtail operations. All right. Now, the next one, it happened May 3rd, 2022 in the Ukraine. Okay. ArcelorMittal SA. It's a steel plant. Okay. It's a giant Ukrainian steel mill that closed, shutting one of the country's largest pieces of industry after days of holding out as other foreign companies retreated in the face of Russia's onslaught. Now, the next one happened on March 4th, 2022 in Spain. Megasa. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. It's a steel plant. It stopped production, according to Europa Press. On March 4th, Megasa halted production of its 700,000 Naran steel plant near La Corona, having already shifted much of its production to night shifts to avoid peak prices. The next one is March 10th, 2022 in the United Kingdom, which is Liberty Steel. They stopped production. Elsewhere in Europe, Liberty Steel's mill at Rotherham in the UK has been forced to stop production due to soaring power costs. So the next one was March 10th, 2022 in Germany. Salzgitter AG, it's another steel producer. It reduced its melting operations. Let's see, the next one, March 10th, 2022 in Spain. This list is so long, it would take me a very long time to read every single company and the reasons behind their closures. Okay. Like here's one, Boliden, okay, which was in Sweden. Okay, it just closed down on August 23rd, 2022. Okay, the reason, force majeure. Swedish miner Boliden has declared force majeure on zinc deliveries to Europe due to a strike among Norwegian electrochemical industry workers, although some production is still running, a company spokesperson said. The strike, which started on Monday, is targeting several electrochemical plants, including Boliden's zinc smelter in Oda and Glencore nickel refinery in Kristiansand, and as well as aluminum output in Norsk Hydro and Alcoa. So they're either reduced production, shut down, or force majeure. Every single one of them. Okay. Now, this is massive. This is global. Okay. And they are now underway. Okay. And it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get bigger. So when it's covering every single metal that literally the world needs in order to for civilization to even exist, these are some scary times. These are some very scary times. And when you think about it, I mean, there's no canned goods, okay? No vegetables, no canned meat, no sodas, seltzer water, I mean, nothing that contains metal or even plastic. Like, I said, even plastics cannot be made without metal. Why? Metal machines, metal parts, metal this, metal that. Everything revolves around metal. So take it for what it's worth. It's sad. This is bad. This is bad, guys. All right. So And not just that, you know, we've been hearing some stories just, you know, from within our community about how, you know, you go and you buy canned goods and all the cans are dented. Is it because of the metal? It's not as good quality cans as they once were. These are things that are going to be affected. I mean, what's next? Are they just going to, you know, you can't, you can't produce any kind of foodstuffs without metal. Think about it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always,